Welcome to World Conflict Channel. Violent battles continue in Ukraine. Many sources now report that the Soledar area of Bakhmut is under the control of Russian forces. Although it was reported yesterday that the Ukrainian armed forces are still in the city and fighting Wagner forces, today Russian sources have shared videos from many parts of the city. Also, today ISW said in its new report that Russian forces have taken almost the entire city under control. Geolocated footage posted on January 11th and 12th indicates that Russian forces likely control most if not all of Soledar and have likely pushed Ukrainian forces out of the western outskirts of the settlement. The Ukrainian General Staff reported that Ukrainian forces repelled Russian attacks against Sil in Donetsk Oblast, a settlement over a kilometer northwest of Soledar and beyond previous Ukrainian positions. The Ukrainian General Staff and other senior military sources largely did not report that Ukrainian forces repelled Russian assaults against Soledar on January 12th as they have previously. Russian sources claimed that Russian forces are still clearing Soledar of remaining Ukrainian forces as of January 12th. Russian mill bloggers posted footage on January 12th of Wagner group fighters freely walking in Soledar and claimed that they visited the settlement alongside Russian forces. The Russian Ministry of Defense has not announced that Russian forces have captured Soledar, but Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov congratulated Russian forces for successful offensive operations in the settlement. All available evidence indicates Ukrainian forces no longer maintain an organized defense in Soledar. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's January 12th statement that Ukrainian forces maintain positions in Soledar may be referring to defensive positions near but not in Soledar. Russian information operations have over-exaggerated the importance of Soledar, which is at best a Russian Pyrrhic tactical victory. ISW continues to assess that the capture of Soledar, a settlement smaller than 5.5 square miles, will not enable Russian forces to exert control over critical Ukrainian ground lines of communication into Bakhmut, nor better position Russian forces to encircle the city in the short term. Russian forces likely captured Soledar after committing significant resources to a highly attritional tactical victory, which will accelerate degraded Russian forces' likely culmination near Bakhmut. Russian forces may decide to maintain a consistently high pace of assaults in the Bakhmut area, but Russian forces' degraded combat power and cumulative exhaustion will prevent these assaults from producing operationally significant results. At the same time, Ukrainian soldiers shared new video footage from Soledar. It is clear from the video that although the city itself is under Wagner's control, the Ukrainian armed forces are still holding up resistance on the outskirts of the city.
Та похуй, диви, в мене камера знімає. Там пулемет наверху кажуть. Плюс! Нема? Блять, пизда нахуй, я їм. Приход! Приход? Да. Де? О!
We will continue to bring you new news about the battles in Soledar. Thanks for watching. You can support us by subscribing to our channel.